And sometimes what I'll do is get a slight bend on each one of those strings just to provide some character and some tension there. And that's, try different places with that. You know, you could get it here. Just whatever works. Sometimes it's by accident, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And take the ones that work and throw away the ones that don't. Another thing, when I was playing the chord here earlier, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll slide that chord back and forth. And while this isn't necessarily in the key of A major or A7, what that does do, it grabs the D, or it implies a D7th chord right there, but which still works in the key of A. Here's another thing that I really like. It's more of a phrasing lick, and this one, I'm going to take a major third now. Here's your minor pentatonic. I'm going to slide that up to a 7th, more of a 7th sounding lick. Major, or here's the minor, and major. And here's something you can work with in that scale, which is just to give you a little bit more ammunition for some blues phrasing. It's something I use once in a while. Again, I'll try that one more time. And kind of got a nice chromatic passage to it, staggering or pedal toning off the root note. That's a lot of fun there. And if you notice, what I did there was I took that previous lick that we've done in minor and I just hammered on the 3rd, because now we're working with a different tonality. We've done some 2-string bending in minor. I'm going to do a couple more in major, and then let's talk about how I came up with the technique or derived it, how I came about doing what I do. Here's something you can use in the key of A major blues, and it's something like this. So what they're doing there is just grabbing the same thing we did in minor, but now in major. And again, choking the notes off to try and get somewhat of a swampy blues sound. And what I'm doing there is I'm taking that major third and bending it up to that D, implying a D chord again. And then grabbing the high E in the B string, but in the key of A, and sliding, bending it back down to form that A chord. And doing my best to try and bend that in key. Sometimes what's a good technique for me when I'm not quite warmed up, kind of a cheater way, is if I don't feel I'm going to bend that note in key, or just what happens live is sometimes your strings aren't exactly in tune, that's where the muting technique comes in, because it bends the note right up to where I think it wants to be, but then I'll mute it off so it doesn't catch the full chord.